Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're gonna be learning about the conditional statements in Python. So we're gonna learn about the comparison operators, logical operators, the if statement, the elif statement, and the else statements. And we're also gonna do some basic real life examples. So let's get started. So here I already have some stuff that I wrote some minutes ago, and the first one I'm gonna go through the comparison operators. So the comparison operators, these are they. So the first one is the less than sign. As you can see, I give an example: 3 is less than 5, and that's gonna return true because it's true. 3 is smaller than 5. The other one is greater than, so 5 is greater than 3. That's true. Less or equal sign, so this is less or equal, so 3 is less or equals to 5 and 5 is less or equals to 5. Here it checks the first one: is 3 less than 5? Is true. Or is the, for example, is the first number less than 5, or is the first number equals to 5? So that is less or equals to, greater or equals to, the same. That is 8 is greater than 5, and 8 is greater or equals to 8. It's trying to say that 8 is not greater, but at least it is equal to, so it's gonna return true. And the next one is the is equal to. The is equal to, it's trying to say 5 is double equals to 5, so it's trying to say 5 is equals to 5, 3 is equals to 3, 1 is equals to 1, 2 is equals to 2. So that is the double sign. Note that it is not the 1. The 1 is for assigning a variable, as you have seen in my previous videos. And the next one is not equals to. So 3 is not equals to 5. As you can see, they don't both match. 9 is not equals to 1,000. They don't both match. 2 is not equals to 3. Hello is not equals to hi, because they're not the same. 2 is not the same with 3, and I hope you guys understand that. If you don't understand that, you understand that later in the video. So the next one is the logical operators. The logical operators are and or. So both conditions have to be true. For example, you must be older than 18, and you must be mentally okay for you to drink a beer. So just giving an example, so you have to be 18 years and you have to be mentally okay to drink a beer. And if one of them, let's say like you're 18 years old, you're more than 18 years old, and you're not mentally stable, you can't drink a beer. Then the other one is or. So if one of them is true, so for example, I'm 18 years old and I'm not mentally stable, I can still drink a beer because I'm older than 18. Just try to understand that. So let's now move to the practical example. So I'm going to start with the if statements. The if statement is used to check if a condition is true. So if a condition is true, it does this. For example, in a real life situation, if you have, for example, you only have $100 and you can buy a car with $100. You can buy a car with $100. If you have that money, you can buy a car. And if your money is exact as that, you wouldn't buy the car because you wouldn't have any money left. So the if is just trying to say, oh yeah, if I have the money, I'll buy the car. If I don't have the money, I don't buy the car. I hope that's clear. So first of all, I'm going to start with the if. So I'm going to say, first of all, I'm going to declare some variables called let's say available. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Available cash. So available cash, I'm gonna set available cash to be equals to let's say $5,000. Then I'm gonna say price of car. So price of car, the car that I want to buy, the price is $4,000. And now what I want to check is, I want to say, do I have enough money? If my available cash is greater than the price of the car, that means I can buy the car. I'll go ahead and buy it. So let's just do that with Python. So I want to say if, I'm going to copy this first. So Control C. If available cash is greater than the price of car. So I want to say, is 5,000 greater than 4,000? Is this true? Is this greater? So I want to say, okay, if my available cash is greater than the price of car, then I'll go ahead and buy it. So I want to say print you can purchase. Okay, you can purchase the car. You can purchase the car. That's serious business. So, and over here, just know that I did the if statement. So if available cash is greater than the price of car, so you know that my price of car is 4,000, my available cash is 5,000. So I want to say you can purchase the car. Let's run that now. Let's see how's that gonna be. Okay, wait, I'm trying to run that. Okay, yeah, you can see you can purchase the car. Okay, you can purchase the car. Right now, let me make this 3,000. You're gonna see it's not gonna give me anything. You can see it gave me nothing. So, for example, in some cases, I want to say, hey user, you can't buy the car because you don't have enough money. So how can we do that? We're gonna use the Elif statement. The Elif statement is used, for example, if I have multiple conditions that I want to make, so I'm going to use the Elif statement. So the Elif statement is trying to say, hey, if you can use the if statement, if the if statement gives you a false, then hey, I'm here, you can use me. The Elif statement comes in handy. So for example, I want to say Elif available cash. I want to say the available cash is lower. Control V. The available cash is lower, is less than the price of car. So Control C. I'm gonna print that over here. Okay. If it's less than the price of car, I want to say, hey, you can't buy the car. You need more money. So I want to say, hey, you need more money to purchase. Copy that. So I'm gonna say to purchase the car. Okay. So now I'm gonna close my string and let's give a run now. Let's see what's that gonna give us. Say, hey, you need more money to purchase the car. Why? Because over here I gave the condition that if my available cash is lower than the price of car, I should print out this. And if the available cash is greater than the price of car, I should print out this. So I want to change my available cash to let's say 4,100. Let's run that now. You're gonna see. Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay, you can see you can purchase the car. I want to close that now. So purchase the car. And what if I make it to be both equal? It's not gonna give me anything. Why? Because it went through all these two. We went through the conditions. I didn't see. You saw that available cash is greater than the price. Available cash is not greater than the price because they are both equal, and it came here. Available cash is also not less than price of a car. So I can rather say Elif available cash is double equals to price of car, but we don't actually need to do that because since the available cash is not greater or less than the price of car, then we can just say if both conditions are wrong, then just print out this. So I can say the else. I'm gonna say else. I'm gonna say if both of them are wrong, just do this. Just do that. Okay, I hope you guys understand that. So I'm gonna say print out. Okay, let's say, are you sure you want to buy the car? Are you sure you wanna buy the car? Because let's say your available cash is the same with that of the car. think it's too long, so it's gonna break it over here. No, don't do that. So let's run it now. Let's see that. We're gonna see what it's gonna give us. Hey, yeah, okay. Are you sure you wanna buy the car because your available cash is the same with that of the car? So it went through all these conditions and saw that the available cash is not greater than the price of car, neither is the available cash less than the price of car. So they both the same, and it's read that both conditions are false. So it decided, okay, do I have an else? So if both conditions are wrong, I print out this. I hope you guys understand that now. So over here I want to say, let's make this 5,000. Control Z. Sorry. Let's make this a 5,000. Then you're gonna see you can purchase the car. You can purchase the car, and over here you're gonna see print. You can okay. Here I want to say I'm gonna increase this to 3,000. Let's run that now. You can see, hey, you need more money to purchase the car. So I hope that's clear now. So that's our first program. It's kind of more interesting when you can do the if statements and other stuff like that. So I want to write another program for you guys so that you guys will be able to understand it very well. So let's go to the next one. I want to write a program that counts the length of a password you inputted. So you inputted the password and it's trying to say, hey, your password has to be greater than 8 characters. It has to be 8 or greater than 8. So how can we do that with Python? We're gonna use the if and the else if statements. So I can say, first of all, I'm gonna create a variable called password. Actually, gonna create something very cool. So I'm gonna say password is equals to input enter a password. As you have seen in the previous video when we discussed about the input function in Python. So now I'm gonna say, I'm gonna create another new variable called new password. I'm gonna assign password to be equals to this. So you know, when you see most programs, you're gonna see re-enter your password. So you're gonna see in most programs that you input a password when you want to register to a website. You're gonna see enter the password, and I'm gonna tell you to re-enter the password. So that's what we're gonna be doing now. I wanna say if password is double equals to new password. So I'm gonna check if whatever I imputed is the same as the other one. So I'm gonna say if password, let's say print you're welcome, and Elif, I'm gonna print out, or I can just use the else since they're both, if that's wrong, I want to print out the other one. I don't have to say Elif because it's not necessary over here since I only have one condition. So I'm just gonna use the else. If you don't understand when to use the if, Elif, and the else, don't worry, you get it with time. So I want to print out wrong password. So let's do that now. Let's run that. Let's see. Actually, I want to close this so it's a bit more visible, and let's run it now. It's gonna ask me for my password, and my password is, let's say hello. Okay, let's say password 123. I'm gonna say password 123. You tell me you're welcome. Now I want to rerun this, and I'm gonna give a wrong password. So I'm gonna say password let me say 123, and over here I'm gonna say I'm just gonna try type whatever. You're gonna see wrong password. So the first password imputed here is different from the other one. So I hope you guys understand it. Now, as I said, I want to do with the length of the password, so I want to make it more functional. So what I can say is if password is equals to this one, and as you remember, and as we talk about the logical operators here, and so both conditions have to be true for the program to execute the rest. So here I'm gonna say, and so if password is double equals to new password, so if they're both the same, and the length of the password, is greater or equal to 8. So I'm gonna say, hey, you imputed the password. If your both passwords are correct and the length of your password, so the length of your password is greater than 8 or is equals to 8. So let's run that now. And let's run that now. You're gonna see. So I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna write hello. I'm gonna say that they're both the same, but it's gonna give me wrong password. And now, actually, let me close that because it's already getting wonky there. Let's run that now. Now I wanna put password 123 and password 123. I'm gonna see you're welcome. And now let's run that now. I wanna say let me say HELLO, so that's 5 5 6 7. Hello 1 2, hello 1 2. You see they're both the same, but if I run this now, I'm gonna see wrong password. Why? So the program counts 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and it says, hey, the length of your password is less than 8 and is not equals to 8. So hey, it immediately sees that, and this condition is false. It's gonna jump out of this if statement over here and jump right into the other one. So this else. So if one is wrong, it's not gonna execute the other one over here. It's just gonna leave that place, leave this statement, this line, and go to the next one if it sees the else. So I hope you guys understand that now. So I'm gonna create a variable called name, and I'm gonna assign name to be equals to input enter your name. So enter your name, and I wanna say let me say cont, just like continue, but if I use the continue, it's actually a keyword in Python, so it's gonna give me an error. As you can see, it's highlighted, so I can't just name a variable that is a keyword in a programming language. So I'm gonna say cont. I'm gonna say assign cont be equals to input enter y to proceed. Yeah, and no to cancel. Actually, it's supposed to be or, I don't know, it's n or n. So over here, I want to use some what do you call it, string methods that we learned in the previous video. So I want you to understand how everything actually works for you to be able to use all the knowledge that you have gained from my YouTube channel and apply it to a simple program. So I'm gonna say enter your name. So I'm gonna say if y, okay, if cont is double equals to y, or if or cont is double equals to capital letter Y. I don't know if you guys understand it. So if cont is equals to Y, so I'm gonna say print you passed. You know, some funny stuff. So you passed. So I'm gonna run that, and I'm gonna say enter your name. My name is Branson, in case one of you knows, and enter Y. So I'm gonna say Y. I'm gonna say you passed. Okay, and you saw I gave another condition called assigned Y if cont is double equals to capital letter Y. So let's run it now. Okay, enter your name. My name is Branson. You should have known that. So capital letter Y. Capital letter Y. Let's run it now. And over here you can see passed. So now Actually, this is not a good example. I was thinking of a good example, but I didn't come up with one. And for example, if you're writing a program that want to do the y, so you can also do let's say cons dot lower. Sorry about that. So we're gonna say cons dot lower. So you should probably know this from the other video, which is I think it was the string methods in Python, which are dot lower function converts everything to lowercase. So if you don't understand that, you should go back to my other video. I'll leave the link below. And dot lower. So let's run that now. Okay, yeah, I need to save it. Sorry. Okay, my name. There's some random text. Sorry. So let's say y. Okay. Wait, it didn't actually print out. Why? Oh. Sorry about that. So is double equals to y. So here I'm gonna say cont dot lower. Sorry about that. So here I'm trying to convert everything to small letters. So even though I give a capital letter like y, it's gonna convert it to lowercase y. So I'm gonna say if that is equals to y, then proceed. So let's run it now. I'm gonna give my name is Branson. So now I'm gonna say y. I'm gonna say you pass, and as well gonna run that now. And I'm gonna use the capital letter. Let me kill that. Let's run it now. Okay, enter your name. I'm gonna give a capital letter. So Branson, capital letter, and gonna see you passed. Why did we give that? Because you can see that I converted everything to lowercase, and I said if it's double equals to y, small letter y, then you proceed. Now let's go up and see what we can do again. Okay, let me use the OR statement, logical operator. So I'm gonna find an example with that. Let me think of that. So I'm gonna say actually let's comment this out, so I don't want this again. So I'm just gonna leave there, so in case you guys don't understand that, you can just go through the videos and look at each statement. Okay, so now I want to make another one. So for example, here I'm gonna comment this out and do this. Okay, so I discovered that we haven't covered one, so I wanted to end the video, but I remember that we didn't cover this one, which is is not equal to. So I'm gonna give an example. Well, in this case I don't have any good example in mind, so I'm just gonna create a basic one. So just to tell you how it actually is, so I'm gonna say without n, so I'm gonna say re-enter your name. So here I want to say if name is not equals to name 2, so I want to print out they both not let's say they don't both match, so they don't both match, so they don't both match. So here I'm gonna say, hey, you imputed your name, and here it says re-enter your name. So you're gonna say if name is not equals to name 2, so print they don't match. Then let's say else, let's say okay, let's print out, so let's print out they both match, so they both match. So now let's give a run and let's say enter your name. My name is Branson. Let's see, they both match, and let's run that again. I'm not gonna give them the same name, so I'm gonna say Branson, and over here I'm just gonna say Branson. It's one letter. So let's run that. You'll see they don't both match. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this this video. I tried my possible best to make it very understandable and very interesting to you guys. If you like the video, please leave a like, share to your friends and families, subscribe, hit the notification button to get notified whenever I release a new video. And please subscribe. Remember to subscribe, please. It helps me a lot. And if you have any objections or you want to thank me or anything, just drop it down on the comments. Or you have a suggestion for a new video, please comment too as well. Helps me a lot. And I'll see you in the next video.